Welcome back to Neo. Okay, time to finish this.
To defeat the birds.
We've done everything we can. Hopefully it's enough.
I mean,
Nicktoons logo, don't fail me now.
alright, from this part on, every single thing in this part is fully voiced, so you can just relax.
Time to reawaken Shibuya's imagination. Everybody ready?
You know, every time she
I like this part here.
its imagination, we're in trouble.
Just breathe. We got this, boss.
I love how Fred has low-key become Nagi's emotional support.
I'm all fired up. Take care of Tsugumi, will you, friend? I shall
Stop friend-zoning me!
Look, we have to keep it professional until this is over.
Great. Thank you, Hishima. I'll make sure their cries are heard. You can count on me.
And I'll reach out to Ron.
Hey, Shizuka.
Sounds good.
That just thumbs up.
Yeah, sure.
When you ask everything is fine, this is like you guys side.
You sure you can handle this, yo? She can.
Yep, no need to worry about me.
Just saying, answer the question itself, yo.
Man.
Don't
Still
worry.
can't believe
I
you came all the
know.
way out here, yo. Just look at you, all ready to save the city and shit.
Aren't you
Again.
happy?
I'd be prouder if I wasn't so worried about
I
you.
know. But see, I made it. Safe and sound.
All that worrying for nothing.
See, no land shark swallowed her up this time. It's all good.
Well, she's in the RG, so they wouldn't be able to.
I guess you're still in between worlds. While Neku's been completely confined to the UG.
There you go. That's why.
You can see Neko.
Rhyme!
Oh,
Sorry for the wait.
Wait, that sounds
here we
familiar.
go.
No worries, Shiki. You're just in time.
And now, the moment
there you
we've all
go.
been
The
waiting
face
for.
reveal.
Kill the full house.
She's once
clapping.
she's once again voiced by Utter Hogan.
Is that a QR code on her shirt?
Probably. Carries the advertisement with her.
He's here, isn't he?
I feel his presence in the wind.
Yep, right over there.
You mean you can see him?
Why do you have Neku's headphones? We'll get to that later, yo.
Different color.
I painted them.
Came back to us.
Yeah, can you imagine how Shiki must have been throughout these 3 years?
Neku, I don't know if you can see me right now.
I'll need a refresher or something, but let's do it in the boss fight.
So glad you're here.
Shiki. I can see you just fine. And soon, you'll be able to see me too.
You want me to translate, yo?
Don't worry about it. We'll see each other later.
Confident, aren't we?
Seriously, that melatonin must be so good.
Oh, I just got a message from Kaie. Everyone, sync up with Neku's consciousness. Lend him your strength.
Been doing it for you.
Raise your hand at this
got
point,
it.
Neku.
Literally, yeah.
Okay, we should be fine, theoretically.
So everyone's phones can connect to my mind. It's just that simple.
Ah, it's the power of the 5G network.
That's dial Neku's brain.
You see, this was the government's true intention with the 5G network.
Tell him we better be.
A contingency plan against the UG destroying the real world.
Let's commence Operation Awakening. Everybody's here and ready.
Lend me your social media points. That's right, guys. Social media is going to save the day.
Why are you looking at me like that? I do have to clap.
Alright, first Neku. Hold on, hold on.
Here we go.
Hold on. Wait for it, Joba.
Focus.
Call back!
Yeah.
It's gonna hack into the matrix.
Well, look at that. People are finally waking up around here.
Welcome back, girl.
kind of feels like the fog.
If anything, these are more reminded to the climax of Johnny Mnemonic.
Still got a long ways to go. Try a little harder, will ya?
Don't get to see it.
I never thought
Hold on.
I'd say this, but I think it's time for me to get to work.
Wow,
Oh,
you're
man.
going serious.
Now I
You know, it's serious. You know, it's serious. All right, love it. All right, love this.
Can somebody explain how I got roped into this frickin' mess? This is like literally the worst. I know I'm irresistibly adorable, but can't you all just buzz off?
Citation needed.
She even talked about how adorable she is,
She
is
Hold on.
She really is Carmelita.
07734.
Ew.
she's just like me.
For real.
All right, do you guys know what 07734 means, by the way? Look it up. It means hello.
Hey, jerk!
Yeah.
Whatevs.
Well, shouldn't there be a 4 at the beginning to represent the H?
There you go, Till.
There should be.
The whatevs. She still technically has it.
Well, much like I was going to say for my was much like with Beat, it's heavily toned down.
Hey guys, isn't there someone here that's
Oh
missing?
my god, literally.
I mean, I don't know. It feels like there's someone missing here.
Clearly, Mr. H.
Fret's
Yeah.
mom again.
Oh, true, yeah, Fret's mom, everyone remembers her.
Her contribution is the biggest because she's connected to most of the town.
Yes, in a spiritual way.
There
of
we
course.
go.
Oh boy.
My god.
Oh god, it's asshole.
Josh.
Oh wow, we're basically first name basis now.
No one invited me to this little reunion, so I invited myself.
Why am I not surprised?
Hey, this is
He's once again voiced by Ernstban.
I hope you don't mind if I stick around and observe.
But not help.
Well, remember,
God like me.
remember, Joe, that he can't. Angels are not allowed to directly interfere with the UG.
He's God.
He's literally
though,
just here
like-
to stare at him.
Almost upon us.
Like, Josh is not just an angel, he's God. Like, he
No, but
knows-
he
There's a
technically.
lot of the cosmology that we don't know yet, Joe.
Not to mention, he technically has superiors, Joe. You yourself pointed out at the end of the first game where the higher-ups were not going to like this. So,
Oh yeah, that is true. However, it's technically his city, so shouldn't he have carte blanche to, make the
Jurisdiction.
calls?
One after the other.
Like, I get if this were, Shinjuku, but nah, this is Shibuya, that's Josh's home turf.
well, technically, if it was Shinjuku, all the less he would be even less allowed to interfere because he would be interfering in Haz's turf. So,
Well, that's my point, though. It's like, I mean, it would make more sense if he said he couldn't interfere there, but this is Shibuya, his own home turf. Weird.
I feel fine.
Rejuvenation.
I'm Nagi and I'm fine.
I rechanneled that depressive.
man, Hishima's voice is badass and cool.
Mission redirection.
He turned your depression into positivity.
More surprised that they didn't actually get Adam Crossdale. I think I already mentioned that.
Meanwhile, the Shinjuku Reapers will try to keep the noise at bay,
Hand.
along with well, all of them, in fact.
We'll keep the noise
Yeah,
at bay.
exactly.
You just do what you gotta do. Understood.
He's there, basically. He's there to support Neku. Basically, they could just him being there for him is enough for Neku. So,
I mean, it's Joshua, so I chalk it up to he wants to watch the show and be interested.
well, you see, I like to watch.
Yeah,
Like-
especially I guess when Neku's asleep. Let's go with that.
Let me put it like this. Joshua is the kind of guy who would only step in when it absolutely looks like we're going to lose, but he can do something about it.
Basically, if you take 07734 and flip it both horizontally and vertically, it looks like hello.
Ready, Shibuya? Come on,
And then Fret blew up the sea.
Now a giant reminder. And says, "Come on, think."
Of course, much like with Kingdom Hearts, it started with the children saving the
Fret,
world.
no, you activated the Steel Soul spell by accident.
Your souls are mine?
Well done, Neku. The souls you freed are homeward bound.
I think you
I
might have made
guess.
us think a bit too much.
Alright, anytime now.
Yo, Rindo!
What?
Beat, Neku! Nice work out there, you guys.
So yeah, the people of Shibuya are doing a lot better now.
The people's voices are returning to the crossing. Huh. Sounds like Shibuya's already looking a lot better from their side.
We should be all
Yeah,
set to hear
imagine the real world. Yeah, I saw the sky looking like a weird silvery liquidy thing, but now it's back to normal.
And I helped somehow.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Well, actually, you know who said that, Rindo. Neku.
You sure we can?
I'll be the
let's be here.
civilians.
Yeah, I was
Hold on,
actually being
they're here.
another civilian too.
Can't play Fango if we don't.
Surprise!
Fango?
Yeah.
It's better than Go Fan.
Uh-huh. Whatever keeps you motivated, I guess.
I'm more of an electric gal.
There we go.
Alright, let's see that super mega ultra form that noise probably
Yes,
has.
last time we fought the birds individually, but this time the birds will merge into one gigantic noise, obviously, because that's the final boss, we need to have it be giant.
Probably also
Okay.
because we got rid of most of the noise in the sky as well, thanks to what we did to the RG.
Well, but to compensate, remember, having time travel then means that the birds
Yep.
will have to be more powerful by default.
Or something?
Those souls lost to time are trying to take control, but Shibuya is fighting back.
Exactly.
Again, remember, technically we're fighting ourselves, since, old souls from past timelines.
Yeah, basically.
But it was
Yep.
enough to give us a good head start.
Alright, keeping up with the bird motif. It's a giant phoenix.
A bird?
Plane?
Yes, Rindo, that's... Okay.
You mean that all those birds formed to merge to make a bird?
An even bigger bird.
All those noise came back and merged into one, like some nefarious phoenix.
Well, I mean, it is a nefarious phoenix.
Let's erase this noise for good!
With all Shibuya fueling us, we probably have a better chance this time.
Alright, Jova. Allow me to... You asked me this question quite a good number of parts ago, but allow me to answer your question again. What is my favorite, all-time favorite Trolley track? You're listening to it right now.
Ah, interesting.
This track is called World Is Yours, and to me, this is the definitive Twelly tracks, particularly if you take a look at the lyrics. Like, this song encompasses everything that makes the Twelly series awesome in its lyrics. Especially at the very end.
Yeah, I can definitely tell that Kingdom Hearts dev members worked on this game.
Another thing that this song also does, Takeru Shimoto decided to take the Jun Senoue approach, where the final boss vocal song is meant to pump up and empower the player while he fights.
Anyway, what I wanted to ask before, because I need a reminder. Okay, if I remember correctly, the rules establish that if someone is dead or at least stuck in the UG, the people in the RG forget that they exist in the meantime.
Yes.
Right? Okay, what was that caused Neku to be special enough to still be remembered by the people? For 3 years?
Well, all that. It's implied in the reports too that because they've already been to the UG, their mind and code works differently. Basically, it's implied that when you go into the UG, at least once your code gets permanent alteration and you become aware of these things compared to how you were before, basically.
Oh, okay.
So, could that mean that while Neku's parents never knew he existed, his friends at least remembered him?
That's how it works, yes.
Messed up.
It is.
Yeah, that's incredibly messed up. Imagine, not only would people forget Neku, but the few people who did remember him might be locked up in an insane ward when they insist that he existed. God,
my guess is, I can imagine.
It's like
sorry.
it's like a horror movie where some of the characters just flat out deny the evil monster's existence, but instead it's just like how for the last time I've told you there is no such person as Neku Sakuraba.
God, how awkward would that be for Shiki, who introduces Neku to her parents as her boyfriend, only for him to later die, and then her parents think that she's coping by making up a fake boyfriend.
Okay, now what?
Shiki, the car accident wasn't your fault.
Oh, okay, just respond to the Talos.
The boss also has multiple phases.
Again, in Kingdom Hearts fashion, we don't get to necessarily fight the boss too much directly, as it is we're fighting his arms that show up here and there.
Yeah.
While then getting a chance to attack him on the head.
Pretty much, yeah.
Also, were the Hawk sound effects part of the soundtrack, or was that just the boss doing that conveniently in time with the music?
No, that's the boss, I think.
I think it was just a coincidence, Jova.
Yeah. Yes, victory is truly yours at last,
You're right, look.
Watch out! He's up to something!
I am so ready for this to be over.
Oh, Shoka.
It's like at the end of Friday Godfinger with the sign, where the fuck is this movie going to end?
Well, it is a phoenix, Rendo.
Oh, it's just a phoenix.
Just keep hitting it till it stays down, yo.
I mean,
That's not how it works, Beat.
well, to be fair to
I appreciate the determination, but that's not how it works.
Well, to be fair to what else can we do?
Absorb its powers? I don't know.
Absorb its powers and become as gods.
All right, so the boss battle also incorporates set pieces like this, where you have to dodge. If you dodge, and the more you dodge, the more your groove increases, and you'll be able to.
Oh god, this is the Kingdom team. Now all of a sudden you have to do the fucking ice cream minigame from Bird by Sleep.
Well, this is not a real minigame, though.
Almost like in a dodging way, in an Undertale kind of way.
No. You see, just like against any nobody's boss battle, reversal.
The problem is, I jumped the gun because he's not. I have to first take care of the other talents. Whoops. My bad. There you go. I still got a little bit there. That was my bad. All right, moving on. Yeah.
It's not the moment, Rindo.
Oh, let's be here. I mean, that is true.
To victory.
It's working.
We shan't rest until its fate is.
It's interesting because, okay, I'm trying to think also about the symbology because I forgot the name of the guy that Rindo talked about in the good timeline, quote unquote.
Has.
You know, but, sorry?
Has.
Yeah, Gumball. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go with that. He had the Phoenix symbol on his clothes, which is used normally by the Kadowaka Corporation. It's a type of common design. So I wonder if there is some similarities going on here.
given that he was the one who hired the Executor in the first place to destroy Shinjuku for whatever reason we do not know yet, maybe he was the one who provided the bird motif for whatever is supposed to destroy stuff.
Like, again, the final boss of the first game was more of a throwback into instead Yamata no Orochi, but again, that was kind of a odd thing out because, you know, it wasn't the game being played by its own full rules. Well, this, I argue, maybe it's more in tune with the mentality of Shinjuku. Maybe that's what they're trying to go across.
I do feel like...
Well, the thing is to remember, like Joe even noted earlier, that this noise is made up of all the lost souls that died every time Rinda would change the timeline. So you can argue that, yeah, it's literally a phoenix rise from the ashes. The lost dead souls risen from the ashes, literally. So that's why it's a phoenix. You can...
Sure. I was trying to ponder if there was also a deeper connection.
Yes, Jova?
You know, I do feel like we're still missing a piece of the puzzle. Like, aside from the fact that, well, you know,
dodge the pillars
crazy.
Of light. Like that.
Of course, yes. Aside from the fact that he was just crazy, do they ever go into why the flipping Executor just decided, oh yeah, by the way, I also want to destroy Shibuya?
Oh, Has says that, I quote, he has always been an overachiever. It's also meant to be an allusion to various old biblical figures. In fact, me and Tail recently rewatched Constantine, and that movie also has someone who's clearly acting against the rules by his superiors.
There's also a potential meta aspect to Jova, but I'll have to say it before the final thoughts are way more poignant.
Okay.
Have you seen the Keanu Reeves movie?
You're finally making your own decisions.
He has been doing it for a long time. I get it, what you're trying to do, but I'm sorry, you're not committing to that.
Like, even with the time travel, no, she's been around to see him make his decisions just fine. I feel like we solved that
I perfectly understand the arc that they're going through because, you know, Rindo is having a parallel to what Neko has been doing. And instead, yeah, I get, you know, the kind of arc they want him to do, but the dialogue tends to contradict this over and over again. Or at the very least, I don't believe, maybe it was like an accident, that they just believe it was enough, while I believe... No, I think Rindo is just fine for the most part. Yes, he has been following bad people like Motoi in the past, but very quickly, as the game sets, he, you know, adjusts his tune.
It is similar to one of the critiques we had even with the first game, whereas they have good themes and writing, but sometimes it does feel like the writing is out of sync with when the themes and lessons are learned.
Mind you, Jova, I will still take this over overachieving on the other side and making Rindo, you know, too much of an idiot or something like that. So I'll take this.
Oh, yes. Like, I'm not even saying it's bad. It's just, you know, it still has some flaws. They're thankfully not, you know, egregious flaws that absolutely ruin the plot. It's just... You've all been waiting to pose awesome like this. Admit it. He's literally doing the spirit bomb pose.
Oh, Pedro's favorite, the QT.
No, you just have to hold all buttons. That's it.
Oh, how do you do that?
I can hold all the buttons down.
Like, yeah,
okay.
Jova, what does the groove meter say? It's over 900!
Taste the rainbow, motherfucker! I'm sure that was quite a spectacle for your eyes, Shiri.
There we go.
Ah, now that truly is all the colors of the wind.
Oh, and here's another callback. If you go back, the wind screen of the final boss in the first game also had this angle and shot.
Cute.
And then they got ran over by a car.
That...
Well, Dwayne already did that with Fred getting crushed by that truck at the beginning.
It's gone. Seriously? Like, did we actually beat that thing?
Damn right we did.
And then Xehanort shows up and says, or did you?
No, it's the Master of Masters saying that it's all going according to plan.
Right, yes, the Master of Masters, the new Master Tactician who probably had Xehanort's Saga all be part of his plan.
I'm just glad it's finally over.
Yeah.
What tempting fate!
Well, we still have to deal with Shiva. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we still haven't declared a winner.
Tusk.
Sheba. Seriously?
That's what we agreed upon.
I must say, I was heated for our final showdown.
Is this going to be the final battle? A staring
And I
contest?
can only speak for myself here. But I'm not fit to fight at this point.
I can imagine.
I'm
Yeah.
tired.
Okay. While that is a legitimate reason, I really think that's just his way of, not wanting to fight, but it's Sheba. He can't say it without trying to still keep the cool image.
There's also something that's said in the reports that can properly explains why the change in attitude. But we'll talk about when we read the reports.
Okay.
Let's just call it a draw.
Yeah, let's just call it a draw.
So that means which means we'll have to start the game all over again.
What to do in this situation?
Can we go home?
I suppose that means it's game over. In other words, we're done here, everyone.
Let's never speak of this again.
We're done here, everybody. We're done.
What are we supposed to do?
Go home.
Under your meaning of existence,
Yeah,
go home.
What he said.
Pin and you're all set. You'll be home before you know it.
Oh fuck! I
turns
lost
out-
the pin. No. Oh.
Gotcha.
What about you, Shoka? I'll let you rejoin our ranks, if you so desire.
And no hard feelings about killing your mother figure.
You killed my mom.
Alright, so now here's what Shoko earlier was about to say to Rendo, but got interrupted by Kubo.
Where else would she go if not back to Shinjuku with us?
Oh right, I guess Shinjuku's back now.
With us?
No, not yet. No, you'll see. We'll talk about it.
She couldn't
He
even
just
if she
said
wanted
back to Shinjuku.
Well, okay, you'll see. Hold on.
Shinjuku.
Yeah,
Once you're stripped of your title as a Reaper,
the thing about Shinjuku Reapers, the rules at Shinjuku is that if you stop being a Reaper, you can't go back at all.
it reaches its conclusion. You face erasure.
What?
That's the rule.
This also explains why it was very hard for her to immediately, leave the Reapers, because she knew this.
Even if she was supposedly fighting for the greater good, she was cooked.
If you wish to rejoin the Reapers.
Yeah, she can still save herself by rejoining the Reapers, though.
The decision is yours.
Okay, since they're implying that Sheba's actions, sort of causing the death of her mother figure, was kind of influenced by the Executor, I guess, to be fair, that's why Shoka's not immediately yelling at him, since, he wasn't himself then.
You'll see, Jova. Secret reports. Next part.
Well, what if I don't want to go back? I'm sick of being a Reaper.
So you want to die?
Pretty much. I've made my peace.
Yeah, she's made her peace.
What the hell?
Well,
She knew what she knew.
Rindo.
It's like Chiba said, Jova. She knew what she was doing when she joined them.
You see, Rindo, some people just get bored with the afterlife.
No, I didn't.
Huh?
I wanted to play with you.
Shoka, who else will I play Fango with?
Literally.
Thankfully, the dialogue here is less, narpastic.
Yeah, but he's a blonde dressed in black, mourning over a brunette in black and with a hood.
You were swallowed,
I had to.
weren't you? You told me right before I turned back time. You've been there for me longer than I realized. I get that.
You see, the truth is, Rindo, I got tired of playing Fango and I realized there's nothing more in life.
Well, you got me. You and my big mouth.
Listen, Rindo. If I return to the Reapers, I'll be stuck playing that dumb game forever. And I won't be able to see you. Not in person, at least. And that would really suck.
If only we had a god here who could tamper with something.
It's been fun. And I'm glad we got to talk like this. You make a pretty good partner.
Parting is something.
Speaking of
Nobody
said
asked, go
god,
Joshua, please fix this.
again, Joshua, Shibuya, your turf. Pull some strings, my dude.
Name's Yoshia Kiryu.
But mother and father call me Joshua.
Oh, you have to say it
See?
like in.
See?
Yeah, that's what everyone calls me.
Your name sounds biblical.
I wonder.
Help you?
No, but perhaps I can help you.
Oh, I like this. You like this joke, Joe.
I'm Shibuya's composer.
Wait, the composer?
Yeah.
Hold on.
So you write.
No, not quite. Not quite, Rendo. Not quite.
Master.
Let's say we celebrate this chance encounter with a little game.
Oh god.
Does he involve shooting you again?
Yeah. And
Oh,
right then,
what did you do?
Gets PTSD.
Josh!
Piece of
I
shit.
put her back on the street with the other stray cats. Find her, and you win.
Of course.
She could be anywhere. Good luck finding that anywhere.
I love this.
Yep. And meanwhile, Neko's
Oh,
going, yep.
First time.
Trust me.
You
Wait till...
literally came here to start shit.
No. Sure. Just you wait till how this turns out, because it's hilarious. I assure you. Alright, so
one
yeah,
more mission.
this time we saved everybody. For reals is this time. Alright, so let's go through the where are they now scenes.
All I'm saying is I totes deserve a long vacation after this. I mean, I raised like a literal frick ton of noise.
You're not the only one who busted their ass out there. I earned a nice promotion for myself if I'd kept track of all the points I racked up.
Even you pulled your weight out there, math man. Gotta
So,
say, I'm
we
looking
cool?
forward to
Despite all the
having you back on
backstabbings
team.
and everything?
Huh. Don't try to integrate me with you garbage
Nope.
reapers.
Excuse you? Who are you calling garbage, you overgrown ass?
Mom, the children are fighting again.
Solve a bigger system of
Aw,
equations
such
here.
a happy
Those
family.
Shinjuku Reapers didn't factor into my calculations, but they did help reveal a hidden variable. The composer. Time to run some figures.
I look forward that the show actually becomes an higher being.
Really trying
Yes,
to
he never
That's
gives
clear.
up.
That's clearly his answer.
Let's see.
You should work on his delivery. Less math for starters.
Alright.
Just let him do his
Alright, and now here's my favorite scene from Coco.
Actually, I'd high-key prefer if he, like, didn't do his own thing.
Shut up, Gremlin. We love him for the
He
math.
should,
Hold on.
like, listen to his master.
Oh no.
Since when did
What?
Well, about that is
Yeah,
okay.
remember what happened.
Since I ever so graciously brought him back
Yeah.
to life.
Remember, she brought him back to life along with everyone else for that world she created.
Show is a bottom to this
And I totes
thing.
make sure he pays me
Oh, God. Show.
I would
He
Is completely in debt to me. Isn't that great?
Not sure
Well,
that's
he
what you
deserves
meant.
it.
I would kill for a spin-off of Coco and Show's shenanigans. That would have been so great.
Hey, Coco, if you're in charge of him, though, why didn't you get him to behave better when he tried to kill us?
Effort to drove up. That this duo is made of people not wanting to waste time, apparently.
show for it? But you're exhausted.
Meanwhile, Uzuki, Teo, guess what? I love this, and he'll think.
Oh my God.
Yes, ramen, not fucking hot dogs.
The
No,
tacos.
no, ramen, not hot dogs.
So what was Hot Dogs? Was Hot Dogs in the last game?
No, Joe.
anime.
The anime, for whatever reason, changed their ramen meal from hot dogs. And this is not a dub thing. The Japanese, it was something in the Japanese original from the
I thought
get-go.
it was actually tacos because they were in Spain here.
Oh, whatever. The point is, it's not ramen for some reason. There you go.
Count on me to break free, you mean?
So let's see what happened. We're gonna get some information now.
I saved you. You're welcome, by the way. I didn't trust that Reaper.
Coco, he means.
So when she shot you, I sent you to Shinjuku as a precautionary measure.
So there you go.
Nice.
Joshua was the one who put Neku in somewhat.
Somewhat co-pilot.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, the super sleuth. I'll admit, I wanted to make sure you kept my secrets.
Is this
close.
about that $20 I owe you?
Choice.
My sincerest apologies.
Are they sincere though?
No.
I should have known.
When are they
Not
ever,
even
sure?
trying to actually believe.
Oh, it is.
Oh,
We all know Joshua wants to fuck Neku secretly. Come on, we all know this.
Although I did worry dealing with the executor might have been too tall an order.
Oh, well, that is surprisingly considerate of
I
you.
had vowed to intervene if things took a turn for the worse. But you
Yep,
seem to handle
like I
things on your
said,
own,
Joshua totally would have intervened if he really thought we couldn't do it.
Josh?
We're at, again, Jova, next part. We're ready to secret reports to see exactly what has been happening behind the scenes. Like last time.
I mean, you don't have your sights set on staying here, becoming composer?
Can't say.
Jesus Christ, Joshua, why don't you just put a ring on it while you're at
Very
it?
well then.
That's okay, because he accepts his no as an answer. And?
Let's not keep her waiting any longer.
Let me. Oh, see, Joshua's willing to
No,
share.
no,
Neku
no,
with
no,
you.
there's actually something. I'm going to talk about how Joshua has actually become nicer over these 3 years, but it's not apparent yet. You'll see.
Said they'd let us stay.
It's not apparent yet.
Oh, I've got a bit of an idea.
There you go.
but
See,
yeah,
basically,
we can wait.
so there you go, Jabba. Here's your answer. Yeah. So now the Shinjuku Reapers are going back to rebuild Shinjuku from the ground up. Because Shiba wants to make amends, and he's going to take it upon himself to rebuild Shinjuku.
It's my fault.
Yeah, exactly.
Shinjuku's in ruins. I ought to be the one who
Kind of a
stops
shame a
rebuilding it.
few of your Reapers kind of had to die too.
I chose to bring
Although,
about
shoot, maybe
Shinjuku's
the composer
destruction.
can bring them back.
It's only fair that I
Yeah,
don't take
in hindsight, that was a bit
responsibility
rude
for the
of me.
Next part, Lips. We'll get more behind the scenes info.
Suppose I also owe a few folks an apology.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
putting it
The
mildly.
entire population of Shibuya for a
Is it alright
start.
to go with you?
Well, yeah.
What? Don't you
I,
prefer to
Shiba, hereby issue my apology to the cities of Shibuya and Shinjuku for my
Right?
mistakes. Mistakes were made, and I would like to say I'm sorry and it won't happen again. Unless we
Everyone in
make
the
a third
RG's
game.
like, everyone in the RG's like, the fuck's this guy?
Allow me to join you.
Oh,
No one knows quite how to snuff out my flame.
the a friend.
Yes. Yes.
And sully the soles of my shoes.
Oh, would you two just kiss already?
Oh my god!
Run from the city.
Jesus! It's like somebody wanted to write a hentai but realized, oh wait, right, this is a
Again,
video
it's
game
like
that's not
that
emulated.
Garfarangi skit. I know writers use subtext and they're all cowards.
Not scared. Goodbye.
So there's no subtext. There's just the text.
Oh?
I've got data on Shinjuku.
Oh, okay.
That should help
Nice.
us start rebooting the city.
You see, guys, all cities are just computer programs that you can reboot when
Well,
they go
according
awry.
to the Iron Beings Drova, yes.
Yes.
Everything in our world, biological and non, is just data. Which is also apparently connected to more into Kingdom Hearts, because that's kind of what Ansem the Wise did after the shattering or something.
Well, remember, Joe, this takes place in the same multiverse. So, yeah.
I know. It's more of a case of even weirder than I thought.
Come on, let me live a little.
Alright, Teo.
City is a digital world run by gay people, apparently.
Alright, Teo.
So the
You.
Matrix was on to something.
Well,
Yes, sir.
alright, Teo. You mentioned about the whole, you're flirting with my sister bit. Wait a bit, wait here.
Don't you think I deserve to take a load off for once?
I don't see no load around here.
Swing and a miss.
You're right.
Gotta have some fun once in a while, yo.
Hey, Beat.
Sup, Shiki? Any luck?
Not yet. I don't think he's back yet.
Give it some time.
Bones is a man of his word, yo. He'll be back in no time. Then I'ma give Priskid a piece of my mind.
That's right. Take it up with the god.
I'm sure Neku's fine.
I mean, this is an RPG. Fighting God is kind of the thing you do.
Just need to see him with
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I feel you. But hey, you'll know him when you see him. Huh? Hey there.
What happened to your eyes?
Some lovely weather we're having,
So yeah, someone is trying to pick up rhyme.
Okay. Am I gonna throw up first or punch this guy?
Excuse me.
Oh god.
Normally we'll say Billy's over exaggerating, but that guy genuinely sounded like a creep, so...
Look. I get Tio's worry. He doesn't have eyes. That's usually the look of a hentai protagonist.
Alright.
God.
Allow me to remind you, that was the plan at the end of week 1 of the first game. The two of them would meet in the RG in front of Hachiko.
Every morning I tell myself, today will be the day.
And she comes there just like Hachiko did. Which, you know, plenty of Japan stories like to make parallels to the stories of Hachiko.
Right.
Neku.
My god, their height difference is basically the same as me and Vanessa. It's just
Sorry it took me so long.
Oh shit, you also have a lot to catch up on the real world stuff.
It's okay. Waiting wasn't so bad. All that matters is that you're here now.
Thanks.
And then he calls the plushie Mr. Pig and she strangles him.
Alright, Joel, you up for one more callback?
Me too.
Okay.
And this time they actually panned all the way. See?
You know, I always wondered why they didn't just show her face in the original game. Like, as far as they knew, I wonder.
Pretty good.
Alright, so let's see what our main trio is doing now.
Right? Man, I missed this. The hustle and bustle of the city. It's good to be back.
And everyone still remembers your mom.
Dude, I started playing Alestra.
That game Nagi's obsessed with?
There's this guy, the one who looks like Mr. Minami. He keeps
Only more
smiling.
Bishonen, somehow.
So there you go. And yes, Nomura made sure to make him look as dreamy as possible.
Very 80s, say that.
Yeah, he
Minami
does have
Moto
that
if he slayed.
Lucky you. But like, I kind of want to see where it goes, you know?
You said
Oh.
Yeah, he's invested.
Enough to keep
Yeah.
playing a little more.
Oh, yeah, I was bored.
Enough to satisfy boss. She wants a progress report.
She's inducted him into the gotcha.
And here's Nagi's first line here.
As I said, Lord Tozai, Illustra is more than a mere game. 'Tis a veritable tome of truths about the nature of human communication. One that teaches us serenity in the face of an overzealous opponent. Or perseverance in the face of an onslaught.
Did you notice what she called him?
That sounds like
Yeah.
Gotcha Cope. And yes, she called him the
Lord Tozai.
Lord.
Lord Tozai.
Oh no, she's infatuated with
So
him
basically,
now.
Jova, it's a combination of that line and the fact that they're now Electro buddies that makes a lot of sense ship these two, basically.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hey, there's a cactuar in the crossing.
Oh, there's a cactuar.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
there's a cactuar in the crossing.
Wait,
Also,
you're playing Final Fantasy Go or something?
Yes,
Yeah,
Fango.
Fango.
Actually,
I'm pretty
yes,
sure that's
yes.
what Fango was supposed
Fantasy
to
Go.
stand for.
It's Fantasy Go.
Got him.
Or Fantago.
Hello.
Or
Barely an inconvenience.
Although there's one problem. Yeah, Rendo. Yeah, Shock has been offline for a month, and she's been missing since
Because
Shock.
God decided to put her away.
Believe it or not, Shiroi, this entire month that he hasn't seen her, it's actually his fault. Just watch.
God.
It's hilarious.
Been over for weeks now.
It's one of my all-time favorite jokes in an ending I've ever seen because it's so perfectly timed and used.
Show up in my contacts anymore. I just want to talk like we used to.
Did you ever look behind yourself?
Hold on, Jova.
There's so much I wanted to say. And now I'll never get the chance to tell you any of it.
Wait for it.
So yeah, that's what Joshua did. He brought her straight into the RG.
No, it's okay. Rindo? Huh? It's you, right?
Surprise.
No, I'm actually his twin brother.
Now you're probably wondering, how come Ben was only figuring this out now? It's his fault, as you're about to hear.
Life on the other side. Normally, I'd just pass right through people.
You're here, in the RG.
In the flesh, which is, you know, another new adjustment. Guess I'm a bit of a slow learner.
The hell? You should have said something. I could have helped.
Yeah, you could have helped.
You could have helped by not ignoring my friend requests.
Huh?
I got
What?
logged out of my accounts, including my alt, and I made a new
Oh
one.
yeah,
Hold on,
right.
hold on.
Somebody didn't check his inbox.
Really? No. Really?
Rindo? What?
Really? A month? How are you lacking on checking your email for a month?
This
dude?
is
Listen, I can't judge.
No, I'm
I
sorry.
cannot
This
judge
is
this man.
this is Pokemon Live level of stupidity when Ash ignored Misty's birthday for 3 weeks straight.
No, but this is actually a thing that happens, as Shira just confirmed. People actually do this.
My God.
It's so
You don't
funny,
see How
though.
many emails I have unread, alright?
It's so funny. It's perfectly funny, though. You see, Rendo.
Wow.
You see, Rendo. I actually didn't do anything bad. You could have just checked your inbox, and it wouldn't be a problem. See?
I thought it was going to involve a puzzle, you know, searching for cats because Yashua did use the term stray cats, but I guess not.
Just friends. Ignore the anime bloom there.
Friends.
Did you notice what Rendo did right there at the very end?
Smile.
Held out his hand.
Before that, he put away his phone.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's like Neku putting down his headphones.
I mean, it's good job he didn't drop the phone.
Well,
To give him
that's what
credit,
pockets
the
are for.
phone. To give him credit, though, his smartphone was kind of more of use than Neku's headphones. But yeah, let me guess. Post-credit scene.
Yes, there's a post-credit
Probably.
scene involving Joshua and Hazuki, the two composers, talking to each other. And guess, okay, Teo, I'm gonna have you guess it. Of all the places in Shibuya, where will the two composers meet?
Well, I would have said the Cat Cafe that Mr. H was having, but it's not there anymore. So I guess Kando's Ramen Restaurant.
No. Think about it.
They're back on the fucking building again.
Exactly,
Top of
Teo.
104.
I mean, obviously, if we're going to have the two gods of the game meet, obviously we're going to do it at the top of the 104 building, Teo, because me, Nomura, and Kando Sensei, we have such a huge fucking erection for that rooftop. You see?
Meanwhile, Yozora is just stealing
I do love-
shit from Sora.
I do love how, for each character, both the Japanese VA and the English VA are credited side by side. That's great. This should be something
It's more that can be said for a lot of RPGs that either not even credit the English VA or don't credit anyone at all.
And man, even the credits are chock full of style. Look at this.
I can mention something in the meantime, Jova, to mention something. It's a wild mass guessing, Jova, so it's only speculation from the fans, based on what the game basically tells. there's at least what they believe. The implication is that while erased from time again from the RG and the UG, Kubo is still basically in a timeout box in the higher place right now. That's why people like Joshua and Haz can actually remember him.
So some people think.
But
well,
again,
I
there's
guess...
nothing that concretely proves that, so it could also be wrong.
Remember, Joel, you can also theorize that since they're angels, the angels work completely different than the lower commoners. So, because the angels are literally higher beings, so the rules work differently for them. So
it could have to do with the hierarchy. That said, Rikubo being like a timeout box would be an easy way to justify bringing him back in a sequel.
Matt Furdet, lead English translator. I don't think about the English dub, by the way. There's 2 voice directors for the English dub. I don't know who the other one is, but one of them is someone we know very well, Kirk Thornton. So Kirk Thornton was one of the voice directors for the English dub, and yeah, I love the English dub of this game, so good job, Kirk.
It seems to be a tradition for Square releases around this time, because if I remember correctly, Lion Bryan was also the voice director
for Nier Replicant.
Replicant.
The other voice director is Robert Buckholtz.
Oh, the one where we talked about in Advent Children.
Well, there you go. Then.
He's been doing it for a while. He's done stuff including Digimon, the first World Ends Review, among a whole bunch of others. More recently, he did Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Fantasian Neo Dimension.
Yeah, the re-release of the Apple Arcade Hiromu Sakaguchi game.
It's not Final Thoughts yet, but like, man, what an epic adventure full of heart.
Well, it's not a Kingdom, though.
But it has a lot of heart still.
Also, hand.
It's got a hand.
Alright, and now, ladies and gentlemen, time for one final callback. Well, what happened at the end in the first game too? Neo, the world begins with you.
That was going to be the ultimate time.
Alright, and now peak.
A bit late to come groveling back, wouldn't you say, friend?
My apologies, friend. I never intended Shibuya any harm.
Is it just like in the composer contract that you have to grow out your hair on one side?
Is that enough to earn your forgiveness?
No.
I appreciate you exercising the executor from the UG. But you really ought to be more scrupulous when engaging with the lower planes.
I wonder if this is Joshua's way of going, dude,
hold on, I like this theater. Yeah, Joshua is actually his senpai, believe it or not.
Get it? He was following Joshua's example of wanting to destroy his city.
This is actually important here.
He actually followed through.
This is actually important here.
Did you and Rindo have an illuminating conversation?
Weren't you watching?
Only a little.
I offered him
Nosy
and asked him a few questions.
What about?
I thought he might understand why you opposed Shibuya's cleansing.
Yeah, at the end in the first game, yeah.
So I asked what he thought about the city, hoping to glean some insight.
Another mess finally made. And was it insightful?
Not to the extent I would have liked. I still don't understand.
Alas.
Humans are the most irrational beings. That said, I was a bit surprised myself with how our conversation ended. For some reason, the boy was ready to risk everything for an unproven possibility. And all I could do was remind him to take responsibility for whatever decision he made.
I do find it interesting that for as all-powerful as the cleansing is, it is possible apparently to...
Yeah, it sounds like you also acted a bit irrationally there.
Indeed. Even entrusted him with that powerful pin, if you can believe it.
Hold on.
Well, you aren't alone. I too have fallen victim to that irrationality before.
Yep.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
I can't say for sure, but one thing I've noticed is that every time I watch them try to overcome the absurdity of their world, I just can't help but hope they succeed.
So yeah, there you go. Joshua is now rooting for humans to overcome the absurdity of their world nowadays.
So
again, it's clearly more in tune with the Jesus metaphor. Yeah,
so
that
this
makes
makes me
sense.
wonder, though. Assuming Joshua is an example for other composers now, is Haz like okay with Shinjuku coming back, given how he's the one who kind of ordered it to be destroyed in the first place?
Cleansed. We don't know why Haz cleansed Shinjuku in the first game, but honestly, Jova, taking account what happened in the first game and this conversation we just heard, it's abundantly clear that the angels are incredibly difficult to grasp basic empathy. They seem to
Not
just
that, again, in true fashion, it might be just a case where the Earth is a giant science experiment, more in tune with the demiurge kind of philosophy. So as a result, they will just literally pick and choose of what they want for the sake of, let's see what happens. Why not?
So yeah.
My main question was, that wasn't really my main question. My main question was, is Haz now okay with Shinjuku being brought back since... Yeah, Shiba pretty much says they're bringing Shinjuku back. Like,
but
the god literally ordered that place destroyed. Is the god going to just let that be undone?
Well, but the thing is, no, it's not so much that, Joe. But they're not going to reverse the cleansing. They're going to rebuild it back from the ground up. Meaning they're going to because the idea behind the cleansing is that this town has gone beyond saving. Let's start over from scratch again. What typical gods in Square Enix JRPGs do. The world is fucked, can't fix it, gotta restart over from scratch. So
Gods are dicks. In other words, folk found in kitchen.
Okay, the implication seemed to be that they were gonna try and bring it back piece by piece. Like,
it's more of a case. It's more of a case. Remember that the Reaper, I forgot his name. Unfortunately, with the Shiba. Well, the one with the phone. Kai did had a backup basically, so it's more of a case of a copy rather than just the original.
Let me check this. So Yoshi unlocks the ultimate difficulty too. There you go.
I mean, it makes sense.
As for Haz, let's see what Haz unlocks. The bossy noise causes blue boss noise symbols to appear when revisiting previously completed. So these are your super bosses.
Cool.
Neat.
So what instead Shiki does?
Let's see. The Elegant Strategists sometimes increases the groove earned from beat drop comments performed by Nagi and Minamimoto.
I mean, I guess it's useful for week 1. Huh?
There you go. Alright. So yes, we've just finished the main story of a Trolley game. You know what that means?
Another day.
Another day.
Well, before that, I think.
That being said, everybody, yes, like Teo was about. There you go. I've got the social network 100% complete.
And all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
See, Teo, it's true. The treasure really is all the friends we made along the way.
Considering the social network included also Kubo, I don't know about that.
Well, actually, no. I don't think Kubo is in there. Actually, no.
I thought he
No.
Was.
No, he's not.
I'll let to look up, but I'll take Pedro's word for now.
That being said, everybody, in the next part, we just like last time, before we go into another day, it's time for Teo to do some more reading for us. That's right. In the next part, we're doing the secret reports.
Okay, shut up, you have to learn something.
And once again, they're written by Mr. H. So let's see exactly what Mr. H, where exactly has he been? What has he been doing? Well, that's what the secret reports are for.
Sorry, I've been asleep. Did I miss anything?
Well, just the destruction of a city, which, when you get down to it, is technically never coming back, which does leave me wondering.
Go on.
It makes one wonder, were Josh and Haz the first composers to ever want to destroy their cities, or has this been happening before?
Jova.
The real world just doesn't remember the old versions.
No. We already know that the people in the RG don't remember anything because we already established that robot.
No. My point is, though, have gods been doing this whole wiping out the city stuff before?
Oh, I'm pretty sure, Jova. If there's one thing this final conversation showed, is that these angels like Taylor said, they see us as lab rats, basically. So, yeah. I mean, I have no problem believing that. Do you?
What does it say about the state of the world that they think this is the ideal version?
But I do like that final pit. Remember, Joshua just gave Rindo a break by saving Shoka just because. He even said, parting is such a sweet sorrow. This is clearly a demonstration that he's changed since then, because the Joshua from the first game would never just randomly do this favor for someone like this.
I think, Jova, what the game is trying basically to tell is that the status quo is like this, but the events of these are possibly changing things.
Mm-hmm. I mean, remember, just like Neku moved Joshua in the first game, it's clear that Rindo moved Has to some extent. He caused Has to, as Joshua put it, act irrationally, which to the angels, it's just mind-boggling. Why would you act irrationally? Emotions, it's abundantly clear that emotions are a very weird concept for the angels, basically.
Just you wait, in the third game, we're going to convince the guy who's even the boss to the likes of Josh and Has.
Trust me, Jova, I would love for more games to expand upon the lore, because I love the lore of these games, but unfortunately Square Enix has other plans. Ugh.
I mean,
just wait another 10 years.
Yeah, like I said, if eventually we got this, it's just a matter of staying alive. I know it's a bit hard these days, but,
I know.
This will come once every 10 years.
Look.
Anyway.
We originally didn't think the original game would get a sequel, yet here we are.
But will Kondo even still be alive? It's just like, I don't know, it just feels... I don't know, I'm just not optimistic.
Only time will tell. See you for the secret report, so.
See you, everybody.